back in the building. Was good. We got the homie B Danger on the show tonight. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the sponsors. You know what I mean? Snow Goons, Creative Juices Music, Smiley the Ghetto Child, Final Frontier, Elite Sound International, Blazing More Radio. You know what I'm saying? Yo, fam, hit that request button. Yo, I got you. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. You know what I mean? Well, good week. My bad, yo. I'm kind of caught up. Just got off from work a little bit ago and shit. Mad tired, yo. Once again, we got the homie B Danger on the show. Peace and blessings to everybody that supports the show. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube. Check me out on TikTok and all that too.
Let me turn it around. My bag. There we go right there.
What's good, bro? What's good?
What's good? What's good, fam? What's good, brother?
Chill, man. It's good to finally get to meet you and shit. You know what I mean? In person and whatnot.
Same here, man. I dig your beats. I dig the boom-bap, and that's where I come from. You know, I come from that era, the 90s era, the early millennium era, the ruckus, the lyricism era. That's all me. You know what I'm saying? I come from that era where it's like, you know, the cellar dweller, the Sniffin' Wessons, the Jerry the Damagers, you know, of course the Wu-Tang, you know, I mean, like, that's us. I'm not, you know, I'm not in critique with what's going on right now with what's going on in hip hop right now. It's just, I mean, hip hop is like a circus. It's like it's like a clown show right now. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate like, you know, I see cats like you on TikTok that be doing boom bap. You know what I'm saying? Like official tissue boom bap. You know what I mean?
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you said Snow Goons, I was like, all right, that's what's up. You know what I mean? Because that go way back too. You know what I mean?
Word. Yeah. Yo, it's crazy how we met each other on the TikTok shit. To be real with you, I ain't really fuck with that shit, so I dropped that beat. And then you was duetting with it, and everybody was duetting with that shit. I ain't never really fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But
I see that. You know, but you know, like, cause we make TikTok our platform in the boom bap way because, you know, we see clown stuff on there and I just ignore it. I'd be like, Nats, like Method Man saying how high Nats. That's what we do to those motherfuckers. But when I saw you with the beat, I was like, oh, this beat is fire. So I had to throw my little spits on it. You know what I'm saying? Because you that beat was like official tissue. You know what I mean?
Word. Yeah, you did that shit fucking justice too, bro. You fucking lit that shit up. I was like, damn, all right, you know what I'm saying? Had me wanted to spit over my own beat and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, all right. I didn't know that was your. I didn't know that's a beat that you wanted to spit on, but I was like, he threw it up there, and I was like, all right, I gotta do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else be doing other nigga shit, and I try to find cats that's not. They're not giving real props, and you should get more props with your beats, you know what I mean?
You know what it is? I just started like really pushing the beat shit again because, you know what I'm saying, I've been like not really fucking with it as much because I've seen a lot of clown shit going on and I'm just like, I'm not really down with the whole fucking, you know what I mean, that fucking riding dick shit and all that bullshit. So
and I'm glad you said that. You know, like I mean, I know you asked me some questions, but like I've been in the game for mad years. You know what I'm saying? Like back from like the 90s. And I was down with labels and all that. And it was fun back then. You know what I mean? Like it was fun. It was fun and it was also entertainment. Like when you had your DOS effects, you had your Onyx, you had your Organized Confusion, you had your Gang Stars and Jerry the Damages. You know what I mean? You had your Smooth Hustle, Trigger the Gamblers. But now you got all these clowns sounding the same, you know, in this whatever you call it, rap, mumble rap, drill rap. I don't give a fuck. They all sound the same. And to me, it's just like I love hip hop, but I don't want to be a part of this sideshow no more. You know what I'm saying? It's not official no more. It's corny. It's mad corny now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really corny now.
I definitely agree with that shit, man. That's why, you know what I mean? That's why I started doing the show and shit. You know what I mean? Fucking with my family and shit. You know what I mean? Snow goons and all them. You know what I mean? Like they all fam and shit, and they see what's going on. I'm trying to give real artists such as yourself a platform. You know what I mean? To really showcase. Because you say you've been around for a minute, but you know what I'm saying? I don't think it really hits to a lot of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, because everybody's just so fascinated with what's popping and what's clicking. They overlook a lot of good talent because of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
And it's not only let's get this straight. I didn't mean to cut you off. It's not only the commercial world, like the mass world. I mean, the reason why I really stopped doing hip hop, because I moved from, where you from, fam? First of all, you from New York, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm from New York too, but I just moved from New York to Charlotte, North Carolina now. And in New York City right now, we don't support each other. Like if I hear like I just heard your shit, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, Duke is fire. If I hear another Deuce, I'ma support them. You know what I'm saying? We don't support each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't support each other, and you know, there's cats that's in the game that I ain't gonna say no names. I said their names earlier, but it seems like if they've been in the game, they old school, that's the only ones they follow. You know what I'm saying? They'll, I mean, like Wu-Tang Clan, of course, they deserve their props. I'm talking about cats that probably like one hit wonders, and they still doing shows, and they still think they're on the top. You know what I'm saying? And then they got a little fan base, and they think that you don't have a fan base like them, so they don't want to fuck with you. And I'd be like, yo, I'm not going to be your cheerleader. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be your fucking cheerleader here. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about that. You know, you probably had some dope shit back in the day, but you just on the same level as me. So what I'm trying to say is cats is not humble anymore. And that's what turns me off with certain cats in the game. Not only in the first league of commercialism, but the second version of commercialism. And I know that a lot of cats know me, and I know them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be like sweating that no more. I just do me, just like you do you. I do me. That's it. We also support each other.
That's what it's all about, man. I mean, like I said, because you know what I'm saying, like you can kind of separate the real from the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, like if I don't like somebody's shit, I'm gonna be like, yo, this, and that. I'm not gonna be a dick about it though, but more like constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I'm with my shit. Cause see, a lot of people don't know about me like that because I'm just kind of re-stepping back in the world. I took a 7-year hiatus, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So I kind of just, you know what I mean, disappeared off the planet and they came back even fucking stronger. I'm the prime example of what happens when you fucking really put in the effort to really do what you're supposed to do. Cause I was off the planet, bro. Like ain't no one know where the fuck I was at, bro. On some whole other shit. So the point of the matter, what I'm trying to say is that, you know what I'm saying? Like there's too much going on. There's too much fucking saturation of shit. And you know what I'm saying? We got too much in hand. You know what I mean? We from the old school where everything was limited. You know what I'm saying? Even dope rappers was limited. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody was a fucking rapper. Me, I'm an MC. I've been battling in ciphers. I've been doing that since a kid. So I know what it's like to be part of the old school and still be in the newer generation too. So I got a little bit of the taste of the both. But the newer generation shit is more just lies and bullshit. And it's not like it was back in the days. I mean, yeah, we had the cars and flossing and the fake jewels and all that bullshit, that whole era, if you want to call it that. So we was part of that too. But this new shit, I can't even touch this shit, bro. Like it's just not me. So it's like I'm coming back like fuck it. I'm gonna drop me some beats. People fuck with it, they fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? If I drop some vibes, niggas fuck with it, they fuck with it. But you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what you said. You gotta be yourself, man. It don't matter what nobody like I talk to people on a regular basis, bro. They all say the same thing. Oh, well, it's not clicking, so I gotta do what everybody else is doing. Nah, man, it's not how it fucking works.
That's the point I'm making here. Like, what I see is sad is that you have your peers that you looked up to, and they want to do what the younger generation's doing. Oh, well, yo, you know, you got this boom-bap sound like, oh, we don't fuck with that no more. That's played out. Or once you do a little drill rap song, once you rhyme off of this, or once you rhyme off of that, or once you do a song with like the radio. And I'm like, no. Why would I want to sell my soul? Half of these motherfuckers is not happy with themselves. Look at your man right now. Look at your man. You running around with a fucking White Lives Matter t-shirt. They not happy with themselves. So what the fuck I'm gonna do that bullshit for? Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm not. That's not me. That is not me. That never was. Never will be. I would never. You know, I'm always gonna stay a boom bap. You know, from the time when I was back in 1991 to now. That's me.
Word.
I started out as a hip hop dancer. I used to dance, you know, with the leader of the New School and Tribe, and then I was with my brother Decade, and the Wicked. We was like doing shows. Look that up on YouTube. We was doing mad shows. We was out there. I was with a group called Souls Under Pressure. We was out there. We still, a shout out to Rum Run the Assassin. That's my brother. We still do stuff together. But you know, it was just a lot of funny shit in the industry. If you sound better than the ones that's popular, they be jealous of you. You know, you go on stage. I remember one time I was on stage and these cats told us to go first. And I was like, all right, we went first. Me and Rum Run. And we rocked the crowd. The crowd was like, you know, shocked. We did the 5 heartbeat shit. You know what I'm saying? When they got on stage, the crowd wasn't feeling them because we took their crowd away. And that's what, and we wasn't trying to do that, but it was just like that. We love hip hop. But see, that's the jealousy of it. You know, if I see another cat doing better than me, I'm like, good shit, B. Good shit. That's how I am. There's no humbleness in this hip hop game right now. Whether it come from the youth or the cats that's from our era. And that's why I'm like, I just fall back now and just do little things here and there. You know what I mean?
That's what you gotta do, man. I mean, those that be listening to this shit, they know. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you gotta just put in the effort. You know what I mean? It might not be overnight. Like, all these niggas want these overnight successes. It don't happen that way. It takes fucking time. You know what I mean? Even if it takes years. But you know what I'm saying? My perception of this shit is completely different from everybody else's. I don't pay for features. I don't do this now. I don't pay for beats. I don't, you know what I mean? That's not my thing, yo. Like, it never has been. And a lot of people.
And see, I'm glad you brought that up. That's what's fucking up hip hop. That bullshit. You know what I mean? Like that corny shit. Like, I understand people gotta get their bread and all that, they paper and all that, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, come on, man. Don't do that. If a cat sounds dope, if I was like a big artist, you know what I'm saying, and I heard you spitting the bar, I'd be like, yo, here, take this beat and do something with it. That's me. Or if you be like, yo, B Danger, I want to do a verse with you. I ain't gonna be like, yo, you gotta give me $2,000 to do a verse with me. That's that corny shit, man. That's mad corny to me. This is hip hop. It wasn't doing that back in the 90s. If they heard another cat spitting bars and we was in a cypher session, like at the Nurses Lounge, or we was at like 88 Hip Hop, and another cat, like I remember Super Nat. You heard of Super Nat? Super Nat, me and him was rhyming, and I couldn't fuck with the dude. But he heard me. He was like, yo, your shit is tight. We got to do a track. We never got the chance to, but I respected that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say nothing about no money or nothing like that. Yo, you got to give me like, come on, man, get out of here. Because I had one cat do that to me. And I was like shocked. I was like, all right, whatever. But I'm not going to give you $1,000. You're not going to give you, I mean, I respect you and I admire your history, but I'm just right there with you. I'm not trying to sound like that, but I'm just right there with you. So don't do that to me, man. That's an insult.
Well, you know what it is? It's like, but you know what I'm saying? I know you put in your 2 cents, but the thing was I wasn't finished. Here's the thing though, like with that situation. All right, like say if I was to get a fucking feature and shit, I'm gonna get a feature that I want. You know what I mean? 'Cause I discussed it so many times. I'm not gonna just go with the newest fucking poppin' nigga. I'm not doing that shit. That's the corny shit because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, say if you had a favorite artist you want to always work with, yeah, cool. You got the funds, do it. But me personally, I don't like everyone. All I've been hearing since I was a kid. In order to make it, you gotta fake it. You gotta pay money. It's fuck all that, man. Like, cause look where the fuck I'm at. Look who fucks with me. Real niggas fuck with me, my crew, my people, my family, because I'm not with that shit. I'm not gonna sell my soul for no bullshit, and I'm definitely not gonna sit here and big niggas up when I think they trash. It ain't gonna fucking happen. And especially when you can relate to shit, it gives you that word. It gives you that seniority. You know what I'm saying? Like if you, cause you can't tell another, you can't say if you don't rap, you can't tell a nigga how to rap. If you make beats, you can't tell, and you don't make beats, you can't tell a nigga how to make a beat. So it's like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I can relate to everybody except for fucking DJing. It's only fucking that and graffiti I can't fuck with. But you know what I'm saying? I can tell a nigga if he got bars or not. You know what I mean? If someone got beats, I can tell him if the beats are alright. You know what I'm saying? We need more of that. But you got these niggas on here with the IG Live and shit trying to tell niggas how to make a career out of themselves. But them niggas don't even do that shit themselves. They don't even know how to, you know what I'm saying? You can't false preach shit. You can't tell nobody to be somebody they're not when you not even handling your own fucking business. Like if a nigga told me, yo, let's drop some bars, do a freestyle Supreme, bet. I don't give a fuck how corny it sounds. I'm gonna just spit because that's what an MC is to me. So with this whole new shit, it's like everybody's scared. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will be at you up there, yo, drop some shit. Nah, man, I gotta write it first. It's like, all right, I'll respect that, but don't come out here telling niggas you spit off the head. Don't sit here and, you know what I mean? When you put shit out there in the air, man, you setting yourself up. Like that's the problem with a lot of these cats nowadays. Everybody's so I'm the best in the world shit, but then when you step to a real nigga that really know how to spit, you're gonna look like a clown. And it's like that's how a lot of this shit is.
And a lot of these cats, when you put them on the radio, like I'm talking about like these new motherfuckers, you put them on the radio and then you throw on a boom-bap beat, like you throw on a Gangstar beat, or you throw on a Jerry Damager beat, they lost. They don't know what the fuck to do with that shit. So they screw. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know motherfuckers is not hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? They when they don't honor KRS-One and Rakim and whatever, they just not a part of this. They not a part of it. That's why I don't pay attention to them. When people be talking, and most of the time, these new artists, they don't even do music. They don't do music. They always into a drama situation. You know what I'm saying? And like it's all the time like a rapper dies. And I'm like, I never heard his music before. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I said, you gotta go. I check his music, it's trash. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I mean, I hate to see that happen, but I never heard these motherfuckers in my life. You know what I'm saying? Most of them just into the streets and drama and whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they not really into the hip hop essence of it. They just want to be seen. I want attention. And that's it. When we was coming up, we want people to hear our lyrics, the beats, and everything. The culture of it.
Yeah, that's what the problem is. People, the culture is not associated with hip hop anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, not including the real niggas, but like, you know what I mean? For all the trap niggas, they don't know what culture is. They're not understanding. They're exploiting the culture is what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because they out here saying they're calling themselves hip hop, and then they wear skinny jeans and looking all fucking funny. I mean, that's you. You know what I mean? Don't get I don't judge nobody. I don't give a fuck. You dress how you dress, cool, do what you do, but don't be out here like showing yourself a hip hop nigga, because then we gonna pull your bitch ass card. We gonna rain the motherfucking crowd. Like, what the fuck you wearing? You know what I'm saying?
I've been done that. I mean, they was do it at the show. You know what I'm saying? One of the shows I did, the nigga came on stage with a kilt and some skinny jeans on. And we laughed that nigga off the stage. We booed that nigga off the stage. Like, yo, you get out of here with that. There was a bunch of boom-bap hip-hop heads in there, and you're going to come in there with that shit on. Like, nah, you got to go, B. You know what I'm saying? It's a rap. But what I always say is, the hip hop that we listened to, like you had your Karis Ones, you had your Nas's, you had your Rakims, you had your Chuck D's. Everybody had their own identity. None of these young motherfuckers, they do not, and I always say this on every other interview, they do not have their own identity. They all sound the same. They wearing colorful hair and tattoos on their face. They crying and whining online and shit. Nobody wants to hear you.
Yo, them niggas is attention whores. That's the only way to sum it up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, that's some corny ass shit, man. But yeah, what real quick though, I definitely appreciate your opinion on this shit. I actually wanted to get into the interview though, but yeah, we gonna swing back to that though, because there's a lot to be said about that shit. But yeah, I kinda want to get more in depth to you as an artist, because I don't want to stray from the mission. So I don't know if you've been asked these questions before, but I try to throw my guests off, you know what I mean, keep them on their toes and shit. But I want to see what you got to say about shit. First off, your name is original. So I don't know if you've been asked this, but I want to know where you came up with the name B Danger.
Okay. Well, B Dangerous comes from like, you know, I've been through a mad struggle in my life where I had to come up like kind of hard, you know what I'm saying? Like on some good times, JJ shit. You know what I'm saying? Like 1 minute I'm like we doing good, like the Cosby Show. 1 minute we like John Amos from Good Times. And it was a struggle. It was like a struggle. And, you know, I started out as B Smooth when I was a dancer back in the days. But then, you know, times got harder and harder, you know, and I started to, you know, go in the streets and stuff. It was like, you know, my life is being dangerous, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with certain things that I was going through in my life. So that's where the name B Danger came up. And when I say B Danger, I'm talking about B Danger is like going against the system of things, like what's going on in the world today, like with the Coons and the Uncle Toms and dealing with the society of life where we going through it with our culture. You know what I'm saying? That's I go against what everybody likes, like the gangsterism. So when I'm rhyming hard like that, I'm not trying to be tough guy, but if those guys want to be tough, talking about guns and drugs and popping pills and how I can go against you too. You know, I can knock you out like Mike Tyson too. You know, I can Shannon Briggs your ass too. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted. They call me OG, and I'm like, I'm not your average OG. I still got agility in me. You know what I mean? I got energetic. I'm like an energized bunny. In fact, I'm like an energized lion out here. So that's what it is with me, B Danger. I just, you know, you test me, you trespass, and that's what it is.
No doubt, no doubt. Yo, I do real quick before we get further into this. I did want to say, man, yo, your voice is fucking crazy on track, bro. Like it's very unique. Like when you first rapped over my beat, I'm like, God damn, like yo, it's like it just straight slaps you in your face, your voice, the way you rap it. It's very gritty. It's energetic. It's funny you mentioned that because it is very fucking energetic when you rap. You can hear it. You know what I'm saying? You can feel it. You can almost feel it when you rap it and shit. So definitely wanted to give a quote to that, a mention to that because yo, your voice is crazy, bro. Like you. I can see your dead eyes. I can see you and fucking Rock This Monster doing the track, and I think it would scare the fuck out of people. Both of y'all voices going back to back and shit. Word, that shit is crazy, man. But yeah, I definitely had to put that out there. You definitely in the top like 6 or 7 with voices and shit. Because I was like, damn, who is this cat? Yo, this shit is crazy. Like yo. Yeah, that shit is ill. And I'm glad you do boom-bap, because I don't know how that would work for you with trap having
No, we can't do that. It's not going to work.
You know what I'm saying?
You might well just dead that shit. Fast forward that.
Word. No doubt. So I want to ask you, what was some of the artists you grew up listening to that kind of made you want to be an MC? Or better yet, what artists made you want to get into breakdancing?
Well, actually, when I was a hip hop dancer, it was more or less like I started doing hip hop dancing like when they had the EPND, when EPND had dances, when Leader of New School had dances and Tribe Called Quest, like that real, you know, lock and pop and boom bap shit. You know what I'm saying? and that's what got me into hip hop dancing. But the more like rhyming wise, I started listening to like you know, my first rhyme I wrote was like a Das Effect back in the days, like back in like 91, 92. And then, you know, like the Wu-Tang came around, then like you know, Jerry the Damager, Organized Confusion, OC, you know, I'm saying names that people probably don't even know. You know, Smooth the Hustler, Trigger the Gambler, you know, those are my influences like Gangstar, you know, and Cellar Dwellers, Must Respect the Ugg, my man Ugg, you know, those guys, and then Help the Skelter, like Rest in Peace to Sean Price, and Must Respect the Rock. You know, those cats kind of, and that form made me like really like want to keep it going. And then much respect to my brother Decade, because he was rhyming before me, and he kind of got me into the writing thing back in 91, 92. And you know, things went from that point on. And then, you know, everybody was like comparing us to like Onyx and all that, but we was way different than them. We was on something else. Every time I try to do something extreme, you know, not like what everybody's doing. You know what I'm saying? I try to form my own identity. And that's the problem today. Nobody had their own identity.
Yeah, nah, you're right though. You're definitely right. Let me ask you this question to segue into what we were just discussing. You got any favorite break dances that kind of like you would love to battle one day or some shit that maybe you never got a chance to?
Oh man, I mean, like the breakdancing thing, I wasn't really a break dancer, but I was more like a hip hop house head.
Okay.
But if you say that, I remember this cat. He used to dance for Tribe Called Quest, and I think we battled each other one time. But he, you know, he had the backflips and all that. I couldn't fuck with him. You know what I mean?
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was one of those heads back in like 88 to like 94. I was like out there dancing and rhyming. And I remember this group called the you know, the Mop Tops. They was like out there dancing, doing a lot of things and rhyming at the same time. I remember a lot of hip hop artists like Channel Live, they was dancers. Das Effect was dancers. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of cats out there doing that shit, like, and then they just formed themselves into rapping. But nobody don't want to say that. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, that's something they should definitely keep with them, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
I can still get ill, but not like I used to. I can't do no more backflips and none of that shit, splits and all that. I mean, because you know we up in age now, so I try to stay energetic, but I'm not trying to break no legs now. You know what I mean?
I mean, hey, maybe your next, maybe when you drop this music video, some shit, man, you should do a spin on the head or some shit, man. Do a throwback right quick, you know what I mean? Just to fucking throw it out there.
If you watch my shows is mad energetic. It's like you know, y'all up in New York, but a lot of people, it's like Con Edison. I mean, it's like energy, or Duke Power down here. It's like energy. It's like mad fucking energy. I'm not gonna just be standing in one place and trying to look like a pretty boy. You know, I'm trying to be everywhere. That's why I try to make sure that I give the crowd what they want when I'm doing the show. I'm not gonna just be like, you know, I see these shows, I be like, yo, niggas just start turning around drinking and smoking weed. Nobody's not gonna listen to you. You gotta have the crowd's attention when you on stage. And a lot of motherfuckers don't know how to do that. They just stand in one place.
You're right.
So
I got
that from my brother, because we used to be everywhere when we was rhyming. We used to be on the floor. We used to get back up. That's when I was really energetic, doing splits and shit, rhyming and that's how I got it. That's the way you get all that energy from. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just like you can't just be a little pretty boy standing in one place. We want to hear lyrics, but also we want to see your movements on stage. And a lot of cats don't have it like that.
Nah, you're right though. Let me ask you this question. What do you think makes a great MC? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's a lot of misconception of what an MC is and a lot of confusion, but my overall perspective, first, is throw it out there, is an MC is obviously mover of the crowd. You know what I mean? Master of the ceremony. That's the original art of the things. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people lost that was hidden in dialect too. A lot of people lost that part of the culture too. But what would be your overall great MC? You know what I'm saying? Like if you can give a name of an MC that really like just goes all out and just
I'm gonna give you two MCs that I love to watch on stage. One definitely is Carrot's one. For an older guy, he's older than me. He's still got energy on stage, and you hear every word.
Word.
And I'm gonna say, of course, Wu-Tang Clan. They give you energy. Nerd wise, and people don't give him enough props, but he do get props a little bit. Black Thought. Black Thought shit is like where the fuck he comes up with this shit. You know what I mean? So those type of cats I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gotta be lyrics and charisma on stage and energy and character. Because a lot of cats don't have character. So when you see these cats today with their little baby dreads, orange and green dreads, and they stand there, it's like, yo, come on, man. Like, really? Like, get out of here with that. Put a pacifier in him up and get out of here. Go to the left of me. So that's it with me. It's just you gotta have a character. You gotta have your own character. Like look at Meth and Red. They have character when they're on stage. You know what I mean? And that's dope.
Word, exactly. Now, to segue into the next question, which is also based off of that last question, what do you think really makes a dope rapper, like a great rapper? Like, what if you like when you listen? Say if you listen to somebody else's project, what are you aiming for? What are you looking for to come out of them? Are you looking for punchlines, metaphors? Are you looking for just substance overall? Like, what exactly sticks out?
Everything that you just said right there. That's what I'm looking for. Everything you just said. I mean, basically, like when you listen to even Benny the Butcher and them, and Griselda and all them, they kind of bringing that essence back with Alchemist. You know what I'm saying? And then you got guys like Rock Marciano. Everything, you know, he got a character when he rhymes. You know what I mean? Those guys are kind of keeping it hip hop steady, but they don't get enough props neither. You know what I'm saying? Because the reason why they don't get enough props is because they're too intelligent. And the media don't want to hear our culture sounding intelligent. So they rather put out that bullshit to say, oh, that's what hip hop is. Dumb and stupid. And it's not. It's definitely not. You know, you listen to Chuck D back in the days. He was saying a message. You listen to Carrot One, he was saying a message. If you listen to cats like Black Thought or like Spit Gems, you ever heard of him? You know, like those guys or Chief Kamachi. They be saying something. They be saying something. But you know, those guys, they're dangerous to society because they don't want us to be intelligent hip hop artists. You can be rugged with your shit, but make sense. You can, like Carrot One said, you can be a dope rhyme say all that, but make sure you a dope rhyme say when you're saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like Coogee Rap. You know, he talked about the streets, but it's intelligence with the streets. You know what I mean? So that's how I see it.
Yeah, the reason I gotta ask that question because there's a lot of different opinions based on with the whole rapper, if you want to call it that, or MC, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, a lot of people were saying, what I'm taking from it is a lot of people go for the flow. A lot of people specifically, primarily, base their opinion on a rapper by the flow, not necessarily the lyricism. Now I know back in the day, the lyricism is really what, you know what I'm saying, really put you into the music. But now it seems like people are only going with the flow because as you listen to a lot of these mumble rappers, it's all flow. There's literally no words in it. It's just fucking flow. So,
but it all sounds the same. And what I hate is that they making money. Are you making that? Are you making? Why you get your hands out of that man's pockets? Why are you so worried about they money? You know what I'm saying? And this is like the same thing this other guy said about, you know, these old rappers is dusty. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? It just, to me, this motherfuckers is just straight cornified and they sucking balls when they do that shit. That's it. That's it. And I'm like, I laugh at them. And that's why I just back off. I don't like, it's so saturated. I'd be like, I can't deal with y'all right now. Y'all go ahead and do y'all thing. But I'm not gonna sit there and entertain your bullshit. Because it's corny to me. It's mad trash. And they try to say that we hating, but no, y'all know that y'all fucking trash.
Yeah, especially when y'all motherfuckers be bringing like 30 niggas to the spot, all fucking cheering you on. You know what I'm saying? Knowing your shit is trash. Like that, what the fuck? Like, yo, somebody need to pull, some of these niggas' best friends need to pull their ass to the side on some other shit. Like, what the fuck is you rapping about, bro? Like, it's that bullshit.
Nothing. And it's sad because a lot of these rappers, these so-called rappers, whatever they rap in gifts, I don't know. A lot of them don't read a book. They don't know, they don't even know, some of them don't even probably know their ABCs. You know, that's how sad it is. They can't speak an intelligent conversation with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I can sit down and speak I'm sure you can too, can speak an intelligent conversation with somebody. In other words, they'll say there and fo and fa. Like, nobody want to hear you talk like that, man. Like, come on, man. Show your intelligence. And that's the problem right now in hip hop. It's just like they making a mockery out of it. They making it like it's a clown show, and that's what it's turned into. And that's why I just say farewell to it. I'll stick with what I'm doing, and I'm not trying to do what they are doing. I'm not gonna be no 40 or 50-year-old man trying to be down with them. And I know a lot of those guys that's in their 40s and 50s like switched up their style, and I'm like, no. Don't do that. You're making yourself look like a clown now. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much. You ain't fucking lying, yo. So, yeah, because I know you got some singles that you got on Spotify and stuff like that. And we were discussing your latest project that you released like what was that, 2020? That was like the last one you dropped?
Yeah, that was the last one I did. I mean, if I put out singles after that, I put out a lot of singles after that. A lot of singles. Yeah, but the last album I did was Extreme Being because I had so much songs I just put together that I never put out, and I had to chop it up a little bit because I had certain people on the track that I'm not fooling with no more. So it took time for me to put it out, and most of the tracks I did was produced by me. So I wanted to make sure that my beats was heard more or less. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, those albums like Arrival of the Awakening and Extreme Being was done that way. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I did most of the beats and I had other producers gave me some beats also. Because I do beats too, but mostly like it's like yours, like boom-bap, straight boom-bap. You know what I'm saying? I don't be trapping here and trapping over there and mumble rapping, drill rapping over there. That shit is corny. I'm not going to do that.
Well, you definitely got some dope production, man. Like, yeah, the beats were fucking ill. I am gonna give solely my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Just because I keep it real with myself and shit and everybody else. I don't know. I think I was feeling the Awakening though. Like, I think I was feeling it a little more than the Extreme Being, but it wasn't like a huge fucking difference. But yeah, I think it's mainly because the beats and everything just seemed more. I don't even know what to call it, man. It's just my opinion though. Like, the Extreme Being was dope though. Like, I did have some favorites off of that. I was gonna ask you if you had any personal favorites off of that yourself that, you know, you would pick out if you had someone brand new just listening to your shit. What tracks off of the Extreme Being would you want to listen?
Look and listen. That's my favorite track on there. And you know, the Just Listen. That's my favorite track. And, you know, Mind's War, that's my favorite track. It's a couple more in there, but, you know, I get what you're saying with that because around Awakening, I put my heart and soul in it. I really did. I put my heart and soul in Around Awakening. That's why I agree with you on that too. You know what I'm saying? So I get it when you saying that shit because I put my effort in that back in 2019. I was putting a lot of projects together, and that's why that came out that way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but the second album, I I had to piece it together because I had old songs that I had never put out, and that's why you hear some of it sounds like kind of like some of them are old, and some of you hear some new ones on there. But I get what you're saying.
I mean, just listening to both and shit back to back and kind of getting a real feel for your artistry and shit. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? It definitely, I mean, the Awakening it just seemed more uniform. I don't know if it makes sense saying it that way, but it just seemed, you know what I mean?
Because I put it together that way around Awakening. It's like when I'm saying the arrival of the Awakening means that, you know, like I finally arrived. I got rid of all the knuckleheads that tried to help out in the past, and they was holding me back from doing my music. And now it's time to wake up and listen to what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like there was motherfuckers that I'm not trying to sound like I'm Eric, because I'm not. There was motherfuckers that I felt like, oh, you're not, you great and you out there, but I'm just as good as you. And that's why I said, now it's time to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Just like Malcolm, it's time to wake up. Malcolm X, like telling people to wake up. And that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to war with y'all on this hip hop shit. That's why I call it the arrival of the awakening. That's why you see Huey P on one side and you see Malcolm X on the other side. You know what I'm saying? It's no Kanye West here. Nothing here with that.
Word, yo. I mean, both were dope though. I mean, not to take anything from anything. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just, but I mean, Extreme Being was dope too though, man. I mean, my personal, like, you know what I'm saying? What happened to the real? I think that definitely kind of hit home. It's also for another reason, because there was I don't know if you knew this or not, but there was a old Wu-Tang song with that similar beat or whatever, and the remake that you did to it was phenomenal. I was shocked because that was I can't even think of the name of it, but it was one. I loved Riz's verse in that shit, and then I heard your remake. I'm like, oh shit! I'm like, all right, cool. It's like it's hard to remake a Wu-Tang beat and make it and bring life to it and make it your own track. So you definitely bless that shit. That shit, especially because it's the second track. I mean, off the intro, so it definitely hit me in the head right away. Like, oh, okay, this shit is.
My man, shout out to Just Listen. He did that beat. You know what I'm saying? Just Listen. So I give him credit with that. So yeah, I get all my influence from that '90s era. But I'm extreme with mine. I'm not trying to stay in the '90s because I like most of the shit I'm doing is more like futuristic. If you listen to some of my shit on the Arrival of the Awakening, you know, a lot of people would be like, yo, your shit is totally different from everybody else's. I try to stay totally different from the norm. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is kind of sounding the same, even in the boom-bap. Today, they still kind of sound the same, and they saying the same things and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, like Rob Marciano, he's different. Or Black Thought, he's different. Or somebody like Spit Gems, he is different. You know what I'm saying? So they have their own identity. So I try to have my own identity. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
Now you definitely got your own identity, man. 'Cause I mean, like I said, I was outside of just talking about your voice in general, the way you rapping and shit. It's also your flow. It's also the lyrics you use it. 'Cause I sit there and listen to the lyrics and shit, and a lot of it is fucking ill. It's deep shit, but you also got some metaphors in there and some other shit that really kind of also really brings it all together for me. You know what I mean? As an MC to an MC to listen, to actually listen and be a fan of the music and actually like it. Like I definitely was like in there. I like villains too, man. I like the Doom mention in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a comic book head.
Shout out to my man Run the Assassin. That's my brother. Shout out to Run the Assassin, Big Game, Run Ransom. That's my dude. You know what I'm saying? Me and him, we like this. You know what I'm saying? We like this. The two big games. If you ever see my brother on there, you see with the bid, that's my brother. He put that together. So shout out to Run the Assassin. It's my beat, but it's his chorus, and he put that together. And I was listening to that today, and I was like, yo, this nigga came off. You know what I'm saying? That's hip hop. You know what I mean? So I don't be like, when me and him, the reason why we work together, because I compliment him, and if he does better than me, I'm be like, yo, It's all yours. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be like hating on my man, like, oh, this guy think he better than me. No, that's how we supposed to be. That's why groups gotta work together. You know what I'm saying? When you have like cats that don't work together and they want to be jealous of one other member, it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? And that's what me and Rummer had before with a certain other member. And that's why we had to get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? So I would never hate on my fellow man. You know what I mean? We're supposed to be brothers together. And that's what's wrong with this hip hop game. Everybody's hating on one another. If you look at Wu-Tang, look how long they stuck together because they complement each other. That's how it's supposed to be.
Exactly. I mean, that's a prime example right there. You know what I mean? You seen them beefing and shit. You seen the fucking, what was it, documentaries and, you know what I mean? They was all brothers. See, that's the difference. You could tell when a nigga just sniffing around for money and shit just to blow up off of you, as opposed to someone that's there to fight with you through the battle, through the trenches, and still be family with you even when shit gets rough. You can tell a motherfucking difference. And like, yeah, I can't fuck with that phony shit either, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't there in the trenches with niggas when shit is rough. You don't want them niggas around when you make it. That's for goddamn sure. You know what I'm saying? So
you don't want no dude around you talking about, well, they got this, why we don't have this, and you don't want no dude around you saying like, oh, why we're gonna go to the studio and one member don't want to pay, but he want to complain about everything. You don't want cats around you like that, man. You know what I'm saying? That just false advertisement. If you're gonna be like that, then you need to take your ass to the Ben Carson show or Kanye West show or something. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring in coonery around me. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be brothers and we gotta respect each other. That's it.
Facts. Yeah, you ain't lying, man. You definitely ain't lying. One other favorable mention I had to mention was Kicking the Door. That's why I used that for the promo too. I definitely was loving that shit. That shit was definitely
shout out to Cartel Remedy, shout out to Kid Priz, and shout out Lord of the Game. Now they my brothers. You know, and shout out to Kid Priz Studios. That's why I did that shit. I let all these cats get on the track because I did the beat, and I just let them rock out. And then I came in last. And that's how come that track came out like that. So they always gonna be my family. You know what I'm saying? Mighty ones. They mad cool from Brooklyn. BK in the building.
That shit was hot, man. I was definitely feeling that shit too. I mean, overall, everything, Danger and Nemesis. I mean, you got a lot of good shit, man. But more specifically, those are the ones that kind of more stuck out to me a little more than the others. I don't know.
Shout out to Nemesis Enforcer, Steve-O Tracks. That's my man on Damien. He did the beat and he put the chorus in there. And that's my man, Steve-O. That's my little brother too. So shout out to him too.
No doubt. Yeah, that shit's hot, man. And also some of the other singles, the singles you put out too. Now I heard more of the recent shit anyways. Doing Don't Start shit. I was definitely feeling that shit too. That shit was ill. And then Fussing for Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I tried to check out as much as I could, but I was more fixated on the album that we were talking about because, you know what I'm saying, I get an overall understanding of the artist by their albums. Singles is like, yeah, you could always do a hit and a miss type shit, but with an album, it has to be structured a certain way. It has to have everything. So, you know what I'm saying, that kind of generalizes what kind of an artist you are, if you're capable of doing so on and so forth. And definitely Extreme Being was dope. I mean, like I said, The Awakening was a little better for me, you know what I mean? But I like I said, though, but at the end of the day, that's just me.
I respect your opinion because I agree too. I agree that Arrival of the Awakening was the better album. Extreme Being is like an album that I just put out because I wanted to make sure everything was there. But you're gonna get a lot of boom bap on that one too, though. You're gonna have my man Rumrun on there a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my family. Because we sold Under Pressure, and you're gonna have a lot of different variety on it. But Around Awakening was mostly all me. It was basically how everything was coming in. That's how come I put that out there. So I agree with you on that. I agree with you 100%, 200% on that. Facts.
Word. I mean, either way, everyone should check out both. You know what I mean? Get your own feel for shit. Cause like I said, I don't go by everybody's opinions. You know what I'm saying? In general, my opinion is my own.
I'm surprised you don't like Doomsday.
Doomsday? The
That's on the
was
Arrival of the Awakening. I sent you the video because that's what everybody likes, like Doomsday, and they like Me Against the Planet. All that's on the Arrival of the Awakening. And then Sick Like the Flu, that's my favorite track on there. You know, because I stuck my stinky toe in there. I did the beat and the concept and everything. You know, I did that myself off of my reasons on my computer. So, you know, I did that. So yeah, you know, I understand why you like the Arrival of the Awakening because
it was just the feel of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how. I don't even know how to explain
most of all those beats on the Arrival of the Awakening is mine. Now on Extreme Being is some of them are mine and some of them are others. So I get what you're saying. So I appreciate when you said that. I do not take that no wrong way.
You know what? Now you said that kind of sums it up for me a little bit better now. I don't know why, but I guess it's your beats. I don't know why. Maybe your beats kind of like the way you rap on your own beats. It kind of just, I don't know. It opened up some whole other like shit to me. I don't know, because I didn't know that. I didn't know that you did all that for the first one, and then the second one, I know you had some features or whatever, and I guess productions and shit, but I didn't know you produced as much for the Awakening. So it kind of makes sense now in a way, because on
that's
this
why
other
when I
one,
hear your beats, and when you be putting your little beats on there, I be like, yo, this dude kind of ill. Like, it's deep. I like shit that makes you think. Like, it's deep. It's really. Yeah, I don't like simple shit. When you hear simple shit on the radio, you know, these corny shit, I'm not gonna rhyme off it because I'm not gonna put my best into it. The shit gonna come out whack. It's gonna come out straight corny and everything. So when I want to hear something like beyond and extreme, you know, something that's going somewhere else, like in rock and roll, like Jim Morrison of the Doors. I want some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Break on through the other side shit. You know what I mean? And that's how your beats come at me sometimes.
yo. So. Yeah. Well, just to put it out there, man, like when you free and available, I would definitely like to do some tracks with you and shit. I know you make your own beats and shit, but I mean, hey, if we can make some shit happen, I would definitely like to make that happen, yo. Because you got bars and shit. You know what I'm saying? So definitely throwing that shit out there. But yeah, definitely. Everybody needs to check them shits out anyway, though. Like both albums. I mean, get your own feel for it, your own opinion and shit. I mean, at the end of the day, the bars were still the bars.
Check out the singles. You know what I mean? Check out. I got mad singles up there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, Mr. Hits. Each time he got his track out there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, Big Les. You know what I'm saying? Bim Grim. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, we got some shit out there, B. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate the interview. Much respect to you on this interview. Because, you know, we got to keep the boom-bap ingredients going forever because, you know, they really trying to just get rid of us and push us to the sideline. You know what I mean? But they can't. They can't. I just went to a concert down here with Wu-Tang and Nas, and the shit was dope. You know what I mean? And you had the battle with the Carrots One and Big Daddy Kane. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? So they can't stop. They can't stop boom bap whether they try to or not. You know what I mean? They can't.
Word. You ain't lying, man. We been here from the start. It ain't going nowhere, man. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the corporate ladder and fuck the, you know what I'm saying, toss some money at niggas to make them convert. It ain't going down like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, real niggas know what time it is. You flash a little money, that's cool. You gonna sell your soul for it, that's you. I ain't doing that shit. I don't give a fuck how much money's up. I'm not putting no trap niggas on my shows. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It ain't going down like that. Fuck all that.
I hate when they come at me on my page, be like, yo, check this out. And I'd be like, I just sit there like, okay, all right, thanks a lot, man. I don't talk to them again. I'm not gonna say, I just say try again. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna listen to that type of shit. We have nothing in common. So what the fuck you coming on my page for? I'm over here, you over there. So I have nothing. Now when I hear you, we like this. You know what I mean? Like when I hear that beat. The very first beat I rhymed off of is still in my head. That shit was sick. I said, how am I gonna come with this? I gotta find some shit. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? That shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, I try to find shit that's deep. I'm not listening to any of these corny niggas. I can't do it. I ain't like saying any names.
Well, I appreciate your opinion on my beats, man. Definitely good to meet another fellow beat producer and hip hop in general. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like, there's a lot of us, but there's not enough. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of us, but there's still not enough. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of us, but there's a lot of us that now then say I give up, and they'll go to the other side. They'll just fold their hands and go to the other side. And it's like a handful of us that this is still hanging on to it. You know what I'm saying? They still hanging on to what we doing right now, instead of going to the other side and be like, all right, I'm gonna do this now and start selling out and start wearing skinny jeans and skirts and wigs on their head.
Or shit, nah, I'm cool on that shit. I ain't doing that. Before we dip out, man, because I appreciate your time and shit, I wanted to know if you want to do this. You know what I mean? Yeah, no pressure and nothing, whatnot, but would you be down to drop some bars and shit?
Right now?
Yeah.
No doubt.
I definitely want to hear some shit. I've been looking forward to this shit since the fucking last time you spit on my beat and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So you got a beat right now? Can I hear it right now?
I was actually going to say all like acapella and shit for quality purposes.
Acapulco. Yeah, I got an Acapulco for you. I say some shit like, I got some shit like this. Real recognizer of my redemptions. It's a revolution, evolution, execution. Pee on your trash raps is my solution. I'm quick to brawl. I'm quick to draw. Y'all cats is like timber, quick to fall. Buffalo Bill like OJ, 2,000 yards, bloody glove, with the knife, with the slice. You lose your life, your clothes too tight. Can't win the fight. Bitch niggas beat it like Mike. These shells leave you good night, take flight in the air. You need a good doctor like the J. When the bullets make you leap, when I spray. The day is not a good day. Had you blinking out of one eye like Sugar Ray. Y'all knew cats is gay. Kiss the man in the mouth, get you fucked up on the way. I'm the crazy cat with grenades, trying to control my evil ways,
God damn. Yeah. That's the fuck I waited for all fucking week, man. It was work going to work all week. Whoa. You know what I mean? Facts, yo. Damn, I was waiting for some dope
that was a little light right there. You know what I'm saying? That was a little light. You know what I'm saying?
That was late, goddamn.
Very. That was a little light right there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got what you're saying. I have some other shit like I say corrupted system. Got no time for corrupted sluts. My verbal frustration damages 9 to your guts. Understanding under mental paralyzed bumps in your temple. Competence stimulation, verbal doom clock you simple. My professor intelligence, you profess the ignorance. My master with machine make you lean dead lieutenants. I'm the legend. My reputation run you with the fear. Step to the rear, seeing clear. Pop a cop in the air. The clock, you don't use it. You lose it, can't take it. Violate it because you hate it. But you time to fucking fake it. They never anticipate, they only recreate to another place in time. Bitch clown business is blind. You a slut trying to sabotage the BS. Shall proceed sickly, quickly, unleash jet like the lead. I'm a New York Giant, take a sister with the wind. You a fucking bitch playing guitar, kissing men.
I had to mute myself because I wanted to make sure everybody can hear that. Goddamn, yeah. Yeah, that's the fuck I'm talking about. That real motherfucking hip hop. That's what I need to fucking hear, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I appreciate the fuck out of you. Straight up and down.
I appreciate it, man.
Word, man. But yeah,
this is like light work, man. It's like light work. But some of these motherfuckers, they make it hard for themselves when they get on the set and they be like, take it back. I'm like, nah, we don't, you done. It's a wrap. Go take the trash out or something. Go make the coffee right now. Get out of here with that. So yeah, it's like it's nothing to us because this is what we do. You know what I mean? So you know what I'm saying? Because you know, I heard you spit. You know what I mean? So it's nothing to us when we do this, man. You know, because we embedded with hip hop. It's in our blood. I got a tattoo with a microphone. You know what I'm saying? Like cannabis. It's a part of it.
You already know, man. Yeah, me personally, I freestyle all the time, man. But I'm not used to the social media fucking attention. You know what I mean? I'm used to the block spit. You know what I mean? So this
exactly. I'm used to that too. I'm used to the circle, everybody in a circle, everybody getting a chance to rhyme, and we all like somebody doing a beatbox like Dougie Fresh and Cass is going in. That's where I come from. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't happen no more. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to separate and be like, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. When everybody else can just come together and shit. You know what I mean? Even at MC battles now. You know, I remember the battles back in the days. When I was there with Super Nat battle Craig G. It was like a friendly battle. It wasn't a friendly battle, but nobody got into a fight. You know what I mean? Everybody, Super Nat did his thing. Craig G did his thing. No fight. But now you go to these battles, you see these battles, niggas want to punch each other out, and then they want to talk about it. It's corny to me now. I just like, I don't want to look at this shit, man. This shit is mad corny, B. So that's how I see it, man. It's just not the same no more. And I appreciate running into cats like you that does authentic boom bap. Because some of them are not authentic boom bap when they say they are.
Very much. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to pull nobody's cards and shit, but you ain't fucking lying, man. Yo, I hate when they say they boom bap, but then, you know, they don't know hip hop artists. They don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing, man. No fucking history of the game. Like, shit, man. Like, it's cool. It's cool.
If I bring up, like hip hop heads that was dope, and then they was dope at one point, and then I say their name, they be like, no, I never heard of them. Then you're not hip hop then. You know the basic elements of you know the Biggies and Pops. We talking about like, let's go deep. Let's go to Troublenet Brothers. Let's go to Organized Confusion, Pharoah Monton. Much respect to Pharoah Monton. Let's go to OC, Time's Up. You know, they're not gonna know who I'm talking about. They're gonna be lost. They're gonna be on the seesaw like, yo, what the fuck is you talking about? You know what I mean?
Yo, word.
They're not going to know Company Flow or nothing like that. They're not going to know the Ruckus record era. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be lost.
Pretty much, man. Right. That's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why, I mean, it don't even make sense to me, though. You know what I'm saying? We in the information age. Everything is Wikipedia. This is, how the fuck do niggas not know who any of these artists are, bro? Don't make you on the motherfucking
phone. You said Snow Goons. I've been checking Snow Goons since like the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? I used to listen. I still got hip hop taste like halftime radio shows, Stretch and Barbito, you know, 89 Tech 9. I still got all that shit. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't know nothing about those radio shows back then. You can put your tape deck in and just tape the whole night for 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. They don't know nothing about that shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to get it the fast way and shit. And this internet shit kind of messed up everything. You know, because like now, like you saying, like the Robert Awakening and Stream Beaming, I might have to take those things off, put it on vinyl, because overseas vinyl is popping. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand that vinyl has came back. You know what I'm saying? And that's when hip hop was cool, when you go to the store and buy shit on vinyl or CD or tape. Now they done messed that up too. You know what I mean? You know, you used to go to Fat Beats back in the days, and motherfuckers was like, oh, they got this, they got that. That was the type of shit that we was on.
I mean, it's a gift and a curse. You know what I mean? It's a gift in the sense that all those things you couldn't get back, you couldn't relive, you couldn't do, you can actually relive it again because of the internet. But it's a curse. It's a curse because, you know what I'm saying, car radios don't got CD players no more.
No, they don't.
You know what I mean? So it's a gift and a curse in a sense. But I mean, still, if you motherfucking hip hop head, you can call yourself boom bap, but you ain't even digging back in the crates. You know what I mean? You ain't going back in time to check shit out. You ain't checking out what's popping. Nah, man, you need to reevaluate what the fuck you're doing, because it don't work that way. It's not, you know what I'm saying? You can't sit here and say you hip hop, and then you go to a hip hop show and you bump
and you don't know what the fuck they playing. You wait for them to throw on some Kodak Black or Little Baby or something. I'm like, no, it's not going to work like that. You're in the wrong show. That's down the block over there. So, yeah, that's when you know they're not hip-hop. And what makes it sad, you just said the CDs, right? In New York City, you got cats still selling CDs. But they be having that trap shit on there, that mumble rap shit on it. And then I'm like, yo, get out of here with that. First of all, I don't have, like you said, Ain't no CD players in the car. Ain't no CD. Well, what the fuck you got a CD player? Nobody's not gonna buy your shit.
I mean, it don't make it defeats the purpose. It don't make sense. It's like you trying to sell 8-track. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to, you know what I mean? You trying to sell
You trying to
cassette.
sell CDs with bullshit music on it. That's what I'm trying to say. No, I'm not gonna do it. Now, if you have some dope shit on your CD, maybe I will find an old radio and play that shit. Like, yo, I give you $10 here. But if you got that mumble rap shit and that drill, I'm like, yo, get out of here. I'll throw that shit like a frisbee. Get away from me.
Word. Facts.
It doesn't serve any purpose. So, but yeah, man, I must respect the Supreme Almighty, man. This is the dude right here, man. You know what I'm saying? I should check him out more, check out his beats. You know, he got that old woo sound. Like, yeah, I'm like, okay. Now I have to step on to this shit. You know what I'm saying? I got to put some effort to it. That's why when I heard the beat, I was like, all right. And the beat that you got recently, you said do. And I'm gonna do that shit tomorrow. I got something for it.
Nice. That's what the fuck. You know what's fucking hilarious, bro, about that beat? That shit's been sitting on the motherfucking desktop for fucking since 2006 or 2000. Yo, that shit's mad old. All of a sudden now everybody
I'm gonna start throwing up some beats that I have, and I'm gonna let you run off with them. Dude's gonna experiment now. Gonna experiment because I got tons of beats that I did. That I'm like, damn, bro, I got this, I got that. What the fuck I didn't do? Why I didn't do that one? But why me and my mans didn't do that one? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get what you're saying. It's a lot. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to stay timeless. When you doing a beat, you got to stay timeless, because if you listen to some of the shit that they are doing now, that shit gonna be played out like in the next 5 years. But you can have a boom-bap beat and it still sound timeless. That's how timeless boom-bap is. This shit that they be doing, this little TikTok and top, whatever, the same monotonous shit, that shit's gonna be played out soon. It's gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. It's gonna be played out like the Beavers.
Facts, yo, facts. Yeah, hell yeah, man. You jot some beats, I'll jot some fucking shit out of them shits too. Just to show love, man. Like I said, you got some fire, man. You know what I'm saying? You got some ill shit. I was listening to this, I ain't gonna front. I was listening to some of the fucking beats and shit, and I was just freestyling over this shit. I was listening to what you said first on this shit, but then I'm like, let me freestyle to this fucking beat is crazy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Off the awakening and shit. I'm like, this is crazy. You got some fire, man. You gotta pay you respect for your beats too, man. Not just your lyricism, because the beats are crazy. It's hard to be a producer and an MC and still have the same kind of caliber that you got. So you know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate
like that came from like listening to like the RZA. Much respect to the RZA, and you had Alchemist. He was rhyming and making beats at the same time. Pete Rock, my fellow mate from Mount Vernon. He wasn't rhyming. He was rhyming, but not like us. But he was making dope beats. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you got cats like them that can do that shit. Some cats can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Some cats is like, they get lost and shit. You know what I'm saying? When one cat can just rhyme, another cat can just do beats. Now DJ Premier, this shit is sick, but he can't rhyme. You know what I mean? He had to get somebody to do it. Like, he had to get Guru to do it for him. You know what I'm saying? Must respect the Guru, rest in peace. Or Jeru the Damager. Because every time, my favorite album out of Premier's system is Sunrise in the East.
Mm.
Or Hard to Earn. Those two albums. Hard to Earn from Gangstar, Sunrise in the East from Jeru the Damager. So, and when we talking about this right now, I bet you motherfuckers don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
It's funny though, because Premier is timeless too. That's the funniest shit about what we were talking about previous, because you can take maybe like 2040, and I bet you niggas are still rapping over a Premier beat all the way from the 90s. So it's like Premier got fucking timeless shit, man. So that's what I said.
The boom bap sound would never go away. It's timeless. It's always gonna stay timeless. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you listen to that, like around like 2006 when the Crunk was out, and you listen to that now, it sounds corny as fuck. It was corny then, but it's cornier now. You know what I'm saying? But the boom-bap sound is always gonna be timeless. You know, like when T.I. and all them came out, I was like, that shit sound corny. But now when you listen to it now, it's even cornier. You know what I'm saying? You can go back and listen to it. You can go back and listen to an Organized Confusion album, the Stress album, and that shit still sick. Like what Fairmont was saying on the album, and Prince Paul, it's timeless. You can go back and listen to OC Time's Up, and you still want to just be like, oh, I gotta write something. That's the type of shit you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hear niggas saying the same shit. I'm popping bottles and I'm selling drugs and shit. It shit gets redundant now. It gets monotonous. Like, yo, get out of here.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man. I mean, that's how I said we need more MOPs in the future. We need more, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
shout out to Billy Dance. Shout out to Billy Dance. Their album was sick in '96. I played that shit to death. And then a lot of cats don't remember this guy, but he was dope. His album, I used to play it to death. Like Blase Blase. His album was dope. Like, not just a single he put out, but the album was dope. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's motherfuckers that was there, but they never got the chance to get their efforts in. You know what I mean? And, you know, people out here, like I said, you know, they just follow the trends now. And that's the sad part. Everybody's following trends, and nobody had their own identity. They scared of a person that has their own identity.
Like
that's
I said, it. Man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I said. Like, a lot of niggas be questioning me, like, oh, everybody doing the IG live. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? That's because all y'all doing the same shit, man. I'm not having the same motherfuckers on my shows that everybody else got on their shows all the fucking time. Like, everybody I got on the show is people I respect as an artist that I actually listen to. You know what I mean? I pay respect to. And at the end of the day, that's the difference. Plus, I'm not going to sit here and just talk about music. That's not what the show's about. The show's about the background of the artist. The show is about having good times. Everybody get to listen to your music and understand what the fuck this hip-hop shit is about. You know what I mean? People's like you know better than anybody. Breakdancing was the shit. That's what brought people together. Breakdancing and DJing. You know what I'm saying? Graffiti.
Breakdancing, DJing, and the MC. You know what I'm saying? Especially the DJ. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ Ace. That's my man. You know, shout out to DJ Premier. Shout out to a lot of DJs that's out there. You know what I'm saying? That paved the way for us. Like Cool Herc. You know what I mean? But they don't get no props. See, this is the sad part. I know I'm a little older than you. And when I was coming up, when I was a kid, I respected my dad's music. You know what I'm saying? Like the Temptations, the Spinners, the OJs, and my mom used to listen to Heat Wave and Ohio Players and Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's where we get our music from them. But see, the youth that came behind us, they don't check for us. They don't check for like the Wu-Tangs, the Nas, the Jerry the Damages, the Organized Confusions, the Cannabis, the OCs, and so forth, and the Lyricist Lounge era, and the Carriage One. They don't check for us because that's why you can tell they didn't check for us. You know what I'm saying? They cracked babies, whatever, in the 80s, whatever. So they didn't check for it. That's why they like they are now. You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't have no music substance in their body like we did. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you don't hear no music substance. You hear the same old computer bullshit that they be putting out.
It's funny you said that too, cause like I represent everything too, even before me. Because I'm saying like with Heat Wave and you know what I'm saying, I grew up off of that shit too, and I'm younger, but still, like that's the difference between those that dig instead of those that just fall back and just goes on whatever's fucking now and popping. Like I've been digging since way back. You know what I'm saying? James Brown, like you know what I'm saying? Like all these
James Brown, James Brown, Otis Reddy. You know what I'm saying? Sam Cooke. You know those guys. Right. Marvin Gaye, and Isaac K. You go back to listen to their music. It's timeless. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they was doing music. It was just about music. It wasn't about, 12 twerking, shaking your ass, wearing tight jeans, pink skirts and shit, men's skirts and men purses. It was about fucking music. You know what I'm saying? That's why you had good music back then. You don't have good music in every genre, not just hip hop and rock and roll and soul and you don't have that no more. It's gone. It's gone because the media done messed that up. They messed somehow, some way. They done made it so commercial and so popcorn. It's horrible. I don't even like listen to the radio unless I'll listen to some underground hip hop or something like that, or some old school music. But I don't listen to the radio. I can't fuck with the radio. And it's sad up there in New York. We done lost our essence in New York. You know what I'm saying? We try to sound like the Nats coast or this person, that person. We don't even have our own identity up there. So that's another reason why I was like, man, these motherfuckers, they not repping New York no more, man. It's done. I don't even know what that is up there no more. It's like the Twilight Zone up there to me, man.
It's definitely yeah, way worse than I've ever seen it. But like, I mean, even when the crunk era came around and shit, we were still, you know what I mean? You had New York rappers sound like these crunk niggas and shit. But yeah, it definitely, the only thing I hear now that's like New York like that is, I guess you could say Jadakiss, as far as like
Jadakiss, Styles P, Sheik Luke, they never gonna change. They always gonna stay New York. We're not talking about them. I'm talking like the cats that came behind them. I'm like maybe a little after them. I'm like, like there was a guy, he passed away, Pop Smoke, and I was like, I didn't know he was from here, because he definitely didn't sound like he was from New York, and I felt bad for the rest in peace of the brother, but I wasn't checking for that song. That song was annoying. It was annoying. What the fuck was that? So yeah, we just don't have that sound no more. It's gone. It's gone. Everybody says it's time for a change. Yeah, it's cool for a change, but keep your boom-bap. The only ones right now that's keeping it boom-bap is Gazelda. I mean, the ones that's kind of popular now. And I dig them. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, but they from Buffalo, but they still New York. I'm talking about the five boroughs. I haven't heard that lately. You know what I'm saying? The five boroughs, I don't know. Unless it's the old school heads is keeping it going, yeah, but it's not the same no more.
It needs to be brought back, man. I mean, thankfully the underground is still pumping hard shit. You know what I mean? Because you got, like I said,
that's why I listen to like Mayhem Lauren. He's dope. Willie the Kid. He's dope. You know what I'm saying? Cast on check for him. Fleet Lloyd. He's dope. You know what I'm saying? People don't listen to him that much. Ramson. He's dope. See, I know these artists, and these young kids should know these artists. And I know these artists more than the young kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's sad. That's what I'm talking about. I could bring up new fucking artists that's in the underground scene. They won't know who the fuck I'm talking about.
Yep, pretty much. If it ain't Eminem, it's automatically not considered underground. It's not considered. I don't know, man. Everybody's motherfucking bars all ass backward with this shit, man. Like Eminem, I was an Eminem fan back with the MC Juice versus Eminem. The niggas don't even know about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's an Eminem motherfucking fan, but don't know about MC Juice versus Eminem.
I remember that. See, I remember Eminem came to my job at 88 Hip Hop. I used to work at 88 Hip Hop, and I liked him better in that time. Like around like the 96, 97, 98, then when he got popular with Dre. When he got popular with Dre, I was like, you done changed up your flow now. Like, what are you doing? So now he's supposed to be the GOAT of hip hop, and I don't agree with that.
I don't either. I don't agree with that shit.
I mean, like I said, I'm not disrespecting the guy, or whatever. He's a good artist. But don't put him on a pedestal because he sold records. You know what I'm saying? And whatever. We know why he sold records. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to get into that. But see, again, like cats like Black Thought, to me personally, would put him to sleep. Like, you know, like this lighter right here, you'll just drop. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
I mean, like I said, man, like he's still dope in his own way, but just not.
He's dope in his own way, but I'm not checking for that. I mean, and not because he's white, because you had white boys that was dope back in the day. You had nonfiction. People don't remember nonfiction. Shout out to Sabak Red. I used to do shows with him. They was dope, but what they was talking about probably kind of, you know, pushed him back, like killed, like Ill Bill. He's dope. You got Vinny Pass. Vinny Pass is dope. You know what I'm saying? But when they be spitting, it's kind of these people, the media can't digest what they saying. You know what I'm saying?
Very much. Yo, shout out to the fam, Gore-Tex as well. Nonfiction, yeah. Nonfiction was, you know what I'm saying? For those that didn't understand, then you had megahertz with copyright 78. You know what I'm saying? There was
that's what I'm saying. I was just about to say copyright. You had some Caucasians that could spit, but they never got that recognition like him because he was just so commercial. So I'm not gonna sit there and say it's because he's white, because there's a lot of white boys that was dope too.
Yeah,
I'm not feeling him like that. If anything, I know that's his little brother. I know that's his brother. You know, I say Royce the 5'9" is better than him.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I always felt that way too, though. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the Slim Shady LP was definitely my favorite of his whole catalogs, but Royce the 5'9" always had better punchlines to me. Eminem was the funny wildcat. You know what I'm saying? He was the funny wildcat, and I understand that sold back then to all the crazy white people or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? It worked, but
yeah, and we already know that. We already know that, and you know, like I said, even Alchemist. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of Alchemist. He's a Caucasian. I think he's doper than your man's right there. So enough said. Got nothing to do with him. It's got nothing to do with him being what he is. It's just that I know what that means. You know what I'm saying? That's just like prime example, Larry Bird. Larry Bird, they tried to put him on the pedestal back in the days when Dr. J was falling off. And then look who came in the league and took that over, Jordan and Dominique. And then they started to fuck him up. So then they did this back in the day with Elvis. Elvis stole ideas from black people, and they made it his own song. So we know what that is. That's why I just don't say nothing. I don't say nothing.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, regardless of his color, he was backed by a corporation. So it didn't matter what color he was at the end of the day. Like, I think that's the prime point to everything is when you're backed by a corporation, you're gonna be successful. It doesn't matter what the fuck you're at. You could be fucking doing a country song, you're gonna be famous. That's just how that shit worked. I mean, because you even had MC Search, dope as fuck. You had the Beastie Boys. You actually had some people that came before Eminem that were really fucking, you know.
I mean, we know Eminem is. He got lyrics, of course. Yeah, he can rhyme his ass off. He's no Vanilla Ice. But look what happened with that shit back in the day with Vanilla Ice. He was garbage, trash. You know what I'm saying? He was like a skunk that was in the garbage. He just trash. But he sold records. You know what I mean? You know what they was trying to do? Hell, I wasn't a fan of fucking Hammer. Get the fuck out of here. What was that shit all about? You know what I mean? But, you know, again, they try to push that bullshit. There was some corny niggas back in the day. You know what I mean? But I just be like, nah, I can't fuck with y'all right now. I'm like, get out of here with that. That's not hip-hop to me.
Word. You know what I'm saying? I always felt like Vanilla Ice was the white version of MC Hammer. Like, I don't know why it felt that way, but it's the way they was rapping, the way they dressed. You know what I mean? I got respect for Vanilla Ice for one reason. That was the Ninja Turtle shit. That was the only motherfucker reason I had any for respect for that nigga because of that jump off back in the day, the movie.
While they was playing all that shit, I was listening to probably Tribe Quest and Leader of the New School and EP&D and DOS Effect and Project Teachings and Brand Nubian. I was on that mode. I was not even thinking about no fucking Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer. They was like this burnt Black and Mild had done to me. I was like, who? I'd be like, who? Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, like I said, I mean, to go back to the main point is like at the end of the day, don't, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna big up an artist, and you're gonna claim you're a fan of them, at least have some prior knowledge. You know what I mean? Like I was saying, because you can't sit here and say Eminem's the greatest, but you don't know about him battling the Scribble Jams. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know about the Slim Shady. So most of these niggas don't even know about the Slim Shady LP. You can't claim you're a fan. You know what I'm saying? Even with these 50 Cent niggas, 50 Cent blew up. They didn't even know your life was on the line. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even know about the power of the dollar. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't claim you're a family if you don't know shit.
That's why. See what you just said? You said something prominent. I remember all this stuff. But, you know, like I said again, like if I say names, motherfucker gonna be lost. You know what I'm saying? Like I can say hip hop names like Trouble Neck Brothers. And niggas will be like, who was up there? So go on YouTube and check their music. I can say Rumpelstiltskin. And they used to run with fucking Lisa New School. And niggas would not believe when I'm saying that. Go check them out. That's what I'm saying. We embedded with the hip hop. We know these things. And these motherfuckers that saying they so-called hip hop and they come around us, I'd be like, yo, you wasn't back in 92 with me, you European. You wasn't there. You just want to be a part of the culture, but you wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? We was there. You know what I'm saying? In the trenches. I used to see Sticky Fingers and Fredro and fucking Tunnel all the time. You know what I'm saying? I used to see all these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So it's nothing to me when I talk about hip hop. Nothing. But these motherfuckers, they want to be a part of the culture so they can take it and try to utilize it. That's it.
Pretty much. But it's all good. It ain't gonna affect the underground. Don't matter how hard these niggas try, man. Because we just look at the shit we pumping out. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Ain't no way you could take that away from us, no matter who the fuck they got in the game and shit. You know what I'm saying? But as for New York, as a New Yorker, I do feel like we need to step it up. I mean, we need to bring it back, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because ever since Pun died, and even
that was another one, you know what I'm saying? Like Big Pun was sick with it. But he passed away. His son, I did a show with him. You know, the Rivers dude, he's sick with it. You know what I mean? But they don't give him no props. You know what I mean? That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. They overlook the ones that's dope, and they give props to the corny diseases out here. That's it. And that's sad.
I do gotta mention one thing that really irks the fuck out of me, bro. Like, yo, where, like, for instance, Sean Price. Like, you know what I'm saying? For instance, prime example. No one would know who he was for whatever reason because they didn't want to check him out and shit. He passes away, and these motherfuckers be on social media all motherfucking day. Sean Price Day. I'm gonna listen to his shit all day. Why not before? It don't make no motherfucking sense.
I'm glad you said that. I am so glad you said that. You know, I knew him back in 96. We met each other when I worked at 88 Hip Hop in Ruckus. And he was always cool with me. Every time he see me, he say, "What up, B? What up, B?" I was in the man's house 3 times. Very humble guy. Funny guy. He'll snap on you and joke on you and you just play around. But a cool-ass dude. And I said the same thing you said after he passed away. I was like, all of a sudden now y'all Sean Price fans, but y'all wasn't there when Sean Price was around, when he was really doing his music with Helter Skelter and all that, and making albums by himself and shit. But now all of a sudden, since he passed, now y'all want to be Sean Price fans. See, that's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that must respect to Sean P. You know what I'm saying? I always say that shit. You know what I mean? Just like Prodigy when he passed. Now everybody's a Mobb Deep fan. You know what I'm saying? The fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? The same shit.
This shit is crazy, bro. I mean, on the flip side, they're putting more attention to them, but at the same time, it's like, don't, like, you know what I mean? If you're doing it because if you knew him, that's one thing, but, or knew of him. But if you doing it just so people can fucking check out your posts and get you more followers, and man, fuck all that duck shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You doing it to pay homage, not to be an attention
not
whore.
To get likes, not to get likes, because when I met him a lot of times at shows, whatever. One time I went to his house accidentally with his cousin. And he's like, my guy, I know him. Hey, my guy. You know, he's mad funny. He's mad funny. And then the next time I went over his house, I went 2 more times, and we was drinking and whatever. And I said, I got to go home, man. He's like, nah, one more drink, B. He wanted me to stay there. If you show him respect and not get into that fan shit, like, yeah, I like your music and da-da-da, he'll fuck with you, because I was just talking to him about movies, like old school movies and shit. And his cousin was like, I don't know none of that shit, because he was younger than us. That's how I got the attention with him. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't come at cats like, yo, I'm digging your music and be a dick writer and shit, then you be cool. Because I don't do that shit. I don't do that fan shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, yo, what up, my guy? And then just keep it moving.
Yeah, that shit annoys the fuck out of me. You motherfuckers.
It's annoying. It's annoying as fuck. I'd be like, yo, get out of here with that, man. Don't do that to the man. Get out of here. He don't want you on his face. He's just a normal person like me. You know what I'm saying? He go to the bathroom and do 1 and 2 just like us. The fuck out of here with that shit. So yeah, I don't like that corny shit. That's why I be like kind of staying away from that shit. And I be like, yo, I don't want to be around that shit no more. I mean, it's a couple of shows like that down here, and you know, I like it, but I don't like to see the fake fan shit. Y'all fans because they was there. Be a fan of hip hop, period.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Whoever got dope shit, be a fan of it, period. Don't just be a fan of the person that he was, so you can be a groupie. You know what I'm saying? That shit is mad suspect. That's mad sus to me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We got a show on the 21st down here at Crown Station, and it's going to have the Jungle Brothers DJ, and then Stiff and West are going to be here on the 22nd. So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I got a show coming up, and I had a show, my first show down here, I did with Eric Sermon. That shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't did, that was my first show in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Because I was doing mad shows when I was in New York 2 years ago, before the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of shows I was doing with Sean Price, Rock, Smith & Wesson, Killer Priest, Spit Gems, you know, Rock Marciano, and a lot of them, Fleet Lloyd. I was around all that shit.
That's what's up, man. That's what I'm saying. You deserve homage too, man. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause look at all you've done for the culture, and then look what you're still doing. You know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be.
I mean, it's not gonna stop me because I'm not a part of the masses. Because number one, I don't want to be a part of y'all masses. Because some of y'all masses is mad corny anyway, and it's mad sus. If y'all be humble with y'all shit, then maybe motherfuckers will be around y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's why I respected Sean Price, because he was always humble, and he'll spot a phony nigga. He'll spot a phony nigga right away. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, like it was a couple. The third time I went, I brought this kid to the house, and he didn't want to sit down. And he's like, "Yo, sit the fuck down, man. I ain't gonna do nothing." And the dude didn't want to sit down. He's like, "Yo, I got to get up early in the morning." I said, "All right," but I knew what that was. But when I went there by myself with him, when I met him, dude, I was like tore up. I had to get back on the train to go back to the Bronx. You know, we was having fun. You know what I'm saying? That's how you show him respect, he'll give you respect. But if you're gonna be on that that sucking dick shit, I don't blame her not to like that shit because I don't like it neither. Because I don't do that to people.
I feel you, man. I mean, that's all I'm saying. It's wild out here, but at the end of the
Yes,
day,
it is. Yes, it is.
it's fucking
Yes,
wild,
it
man.
is.
But we gonna keep this shit alive though, one way or another. You know what I'm saying? And fuck all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm not with all that. Everybody can stay in their own motherfucking lanes. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. I don't got time for all that. You know what I mean? Motherfucking job, kids, family, hip hop. You know what I mean? All motherfucking day. Nobody got time for that clown shit and that bullshit. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking listen to your music if you come at me sideways, or you know what I'm saying, or you doing some funny shit and you out here in dresses and you know what I'm saying? That's you. That's you. Cool, dude. You over there. You know what I'm
But
saying? Say the fuck.
don't expect me to take a picture with you and you wearing some clown shit. Because I'm not going to take no picture with you looking like a fucking idiot. We're not going to do that shit. If you're going to sit there and have on some fucking Homie the Clown skirt with a wig on you, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Because I don't come from that cloth. I'm hip-hop. I'll wear my Levi's, you know, my Timbs in the wintertime, and the fitted, you know what I mean? You know, just keep it casual, but neat, you know what I'm saying? Uniform. That's the uniform. Like what Karis once said, that's the uniform. I'm not gonna come there with no fucking jeans I can't even walk in, or some damn big high boots that look like you on Battlestar Galactica, because I don't know what the fuck this nigga wearing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody following trends, man. They should have their own identity. You know what I mean? That's it. That's it, basically it. But much respect, man. We're gonna have to do some things, and you know, like with the hip hop, I'm gonna do that track tomorrow on your TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I want you to post that, and whatever beats you have, just, you know, send them to me. I send you some beats, man. That's how we roll. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like, yo, my beats is like $500. No, I'm just gonna throw you mad shit like, here, do something with it. That's
Yeah, I
hip hop.
appreciate it. I appreciate that shit and vice versa. You
And
already know.
vice versa.
Vice
So
versa, man.
that's how one hand washes the other. You feel me? All that other snake shit, like you send me a beat. No, if I send you a beat and you listening to it, like, oh, this shit is fire. And then I come back at you like, well, the beat is like $900. You got it? That's some bullshit.
I mean, don't get it twisted though. I'm putting this out there. I do sell beats, but
you gotta get the paper. You gotta get the paper, and that's what I'm gonna do too. That's what I'm gonna do too. But you know, at this point, you know, it's just scary right now. You know what I'm saying? It's very scary, and I don't mind selling my beat.
You know what it is though? I work with people's budgets, man. I take motherfucking. You could give me $10 a week for the rest of your fucking life. I'll still manage around with it.
That will work. That will both definitely work. You know what I'm saying? That will definitely work. I'm just saying, if I was to sell some beats, it'd be like here, just give me like $50 or maybe like $40. I'm not gonna try to charge you $1,000 and you ain't no DJ Premier, you ain't no RZA, you ain't no Evil D, you ain't no Alchemist. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to say. Just be humble. That's it. That's how I am. Just the word to me is humble. That's it. And the cats got to be humble in this hip hop game. That's how hip hop started, from being humble.
Pretty much. You ain't lying, yo. So, yo, we're gonna wrap this up, but you got any shout outs or anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, shout out to Run the Assassin. Shout out to my man Big Les, Big Ben Grimm. Shout out to my sister Joy. She's in the building. Shout out to my other family. Shout out to Decade the Man Period. Shout out to my two sisters. You know what I mean? Faith and Wallace. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my whole family. Rest in peace to my mother in the sky. You know what I'm saying? And just shout out to the real heads that's doing real hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's doing real hip hop.
No doubt.
Shout out to Supreme, the Almighty. You know what I mean? Shout out to the real heads, like, you know, like the Karis ones who still doing their thing, the Wu-Tangs and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it like boom-bap.
Or no doubt, no doubt. Definitely appreciate what you do for hip hop, man. The fact you keep it real, you know what I'm saying. You're still pushing dope ass music too. Yeah, we definitely gonna be working though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just glad I met you through the TikTok. I'm gonna be real, like I said, I ain't really fuck with that shit. You were the first nigga to rap on my jaw, do that duet shit. I'm like, I bet, yo, this shit is crazy. So definitely glad I was able to meet you through there and
See,
shit.
that's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers was like ignoring you, and I was like, "Why the fuck y'all knowing this? What this dope ass beat? The shit was sick."
Word, word. You already
You know
know,
what I'm saying?
man.
So the next time, so tomorrow, that beat that you put up, I got you. I
No
got
bet.
you.
Betting. You know what I mean? I'm definitely anticipating the fucking dopeness, man. You know what I'm saying? You got some
And
shit.
check out, go to Be Danger, go to Spotify, iTunes. You know what I'm saying? Go to all my sites on YouTube. You know, support. You know what I'm saying? iTunes, Spotify, Deezer. You know what I'm saying? It's on all digital platforms. Support real hip hop. Support boom-bap hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
No
To
doubt, no
support
doubt.
that real shit. New York City, Be Danger. You know what I'm saying? Wherever I go, I'm gonna be New York boom bap. That's me.
No doubt, yo, no doubt. Fucking yeah, I'm gonna post this shit up on YouTube on Sunday because the guy makes some edits and all that. But once it's up, I'm gonna definitely pass you the link and shit. We're gonna share all the shit out of that. Hopefully, yo, shout out to my family, the Snow Goons, created Juice's music, man. Yo, definitely
Shout out to
reach out
Snow
to B
Goons.
Danger. Oh, I would love to see y'all work together if everybody's all kosher, everything works out and shit. And your voice, man,
Yeah,
telling you
Snow Goons.
bars.
I've been listening to y'all since the 2000s, man. When y'all had Chief Kamachi on that shit. Chief Kamachi was killing it. That. Shout out to Chief Kamachi. That's the dude right there. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to cats like Reef the Lost Cause. You know what I'm saying? Those guys don't get no respect. Those are the guys that should get respect. Reef the Lost Cause, Chief Kamachi, you know, Vinny Paz, you know, those type of cats. Demise. You know, that's the type of shit I'm fucked with. Not this other shit. You know what I'm
Good,
saying?
man. Word. Shout out to the fam, Reap the Lost Cause as well, man. You're right, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of dope artists are getting overlooked, man. It just it ain't cool, man. You know what I'm saying? He got fucking bars, too. You know what I mean? Chief Kamachi, bitch. You ain't got to say much about Chief Kamachi. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Benny Paz, Ill Bill, Nonfiction. There's so many fucking dope ass groups and shit. And that's the other reason why, like I said, like I love Snow Goons and Creative Juices. They listen to artists. They give them a chance to work. They ain't on that bullshit. They on that real hip hop shit. So, you know what I'm saying? That would be dope if y'all could work together, man. I mean, hopefully they can listen to some of your music, and I mean, I'm gonna see what's what, and that'll be dope. Fucking be
Yeah,
dangerous,
I'm
Snow
gonna put
Goons.
some more stuff out. I've been doing hiatus too because I moved down here. But I'm coming back soon with some new shit. And I'm just gonna keep it pushing. And it's not like I'm pushing it to get a deal and none of that shit is dead. That shit is Elvis. I'm just doing it for the love and I get a little bread from it and keep it pushing. That's it. All that other shit, I don't want that shit in my life. That shit, y'all can have it. Y'all can have that shit.
I feel you. I feel you, man. So for the culture, man, is what it is, man. If you make some little bit of money off of it, listen, if I get a motherfucking dollar on this shit, I'm cool with it. I don't need no motherfucking bank rolls and no motherfucking stacks of bread and shit. I'll
Yeah,
take what I can get, man.
because they done messed that up. They messed that whole situation up. You know what I'm saying? Like in the 90s, it was cool to do that, but the way it is now is, it's not good. It's not good. I know. Trust me.
Word. You already know.
We're gonna
But yo,
wrap this up, man. It was good talking to you, Supreme Almighty.
yo, it's good building with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk after the show and shit still. I'm gonna wrap this shit up and shit, and yeah, I'm gonna drop the shit on Sunday.
No doubt.
No doubt, brother. But yo, yeah, I hit you up after, man.
All right, peace and blessings, brother. Respect. Recognize.
All right, bro. Peace.
Peace.
Shout out to the brother B Danger, you know what I'm saying? Make sure to check out his Spotify, you know what I'm saying? YouTube, follow him. He's got a TikTok, well, you know what I mean? Follow him on that and shit. He got some dope music. Definitely check him out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna drop this on Sunday on YouTube like I normally do. You can check out all the previous interviews. I think we're up to like 70 or some shit. Make sure you subscribe on that. Follow me on TikTok if you want to hear beats and shit, more music, freestyles and shit. Check me on here. Follow me on here, whatever. Supreme the Almighty for all my handles, Facebook and all that. Shout out once again to the sponsors, you know what I mean? The fam, Snow Goons, Creative Juices Music, Elite Sound International, Blazing Up Radio, Smiley the Ghetto Child. Peace to everybody. Shout out to Vinyl Frontier. Check out the samples and all the ill music he got on his page. Check out goonsgear.com, creativejusesmusic.com, EliteSoundInternational.com. I can use all motherfucking banks. Somebody just shout out. But yo, shout out also to my graphic designer, Monica. You know what I mean? She holds me down. She's the one that does the flyers and shit. Shout out to everybody. Oh, also follow my sons, Superb Dynasty and Samurai Dynasty. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to support them as well. Peace and blessings to all. I hope you all have a great weekend. Peace.